way. And the new proposals are for the foundation license holders, the new guys, they're allowed to run 10 watts. They're going to be allowed to run a whopping 20 watts. Whoopee. They're all so excited about that. They can go from 10 watts to 20 watts. The next level up is the intermediate. It is 50 watts to 100, and for the full members, full license holders like myself, they can go from 400 to a KW. Well, a KW from 400, it's only going to give you one more edge point, I believe, but I won't be, I'm not going to dash out and spend any money on a big linear. Like I say, I can run 650 out of this, but I don't like to run the old girl. She does what I need to do. I guess to all the pile-ups, no bother. First shout, second shout, any big stations, I usually get there. And okay, on your cubicle quad. Well, I used to run a cubicle, two-element cubicle quad, you know, back in the day. When I first kicked off on radio, I was on CB on 11 meters. I'm showing me age now. I'm 70 now, but back in the day, and it was I used to have what was called a PDL2, a two-element quad with a vertical and the horizontal polarization. And what I did with that antenna, and it shows you how to do it. I don't know whether you could do it with yours, Kirk, but the rear reflection on it was 35 dB, and because what I did on the reflector, I put another roll. I don't know if you've got wire going right down the outside of it. If you look at a picture of a PDL2 for 11 meters or 10, 11 meter band, it's got a wire going right the way around it, and it's got the vertical and horizontal polarization. It's a cross formation, and vertical and horizontal, and I put wire 8 inches in from the outside wire going round in, and then another 8 inches, then 4 inches, then 8 inches, and it was like a cobweb at the back, and it pushed all that power forward, and reflection, the rear ejection of it was absolutely incredible. I wonder if you know about that one, Kurt. Over.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm looking at the PDL2, and yeah, they're very good. You know, I love the quad antennas. And yeah, you know why I like it is because of course it takes a lot of surface. You know, in 3D, in space, it takes a lot of surface. But if you look at the boom length, it's very limited. So it's less going to be prone to get a lot of wind when you turn it. So you're not supposed to have a big rotor. So the rotator or the rotor can be a small one. And the one that I have is a 5-band with a single feed point. So it just has one coax cable, and I can go to any of the bands from 10 to 20 with all the WA4TVN bands as well. So it's very convenient. You switch the band on the radio. You don't have to switch any other things, and you're good, ready to go. You get a SWR that is good. So I'll probably try to have something like this back in Thailand as well. I didn't know about the license change. Thanks for informing me. Well, that's a whopping difference from 10 to 20 watts for the you know, for the lower licenses. And that's good that you can go to 1 kW. So, you know, the thing is, I like to talk. Okay, I'm somebody who likes to make some. I'm not really into the XCC and all that kind of stuff, John. I like just to have a simple, long conversation with people. Try to get information and you know, increase my how could I say, knowledge by meeting interesting people on the band. And the thing is, because you know, if you want to have a little bit of a longer conversation, it is quite important to have a little bit of some power, you know, because people can have a better readability on you, and if you like to have a longer conversation, then it becomes important, you know. So it makes it more, how could I say, easy to make a longer QSO. I just started the live stream because I do live streams. So if you go to not my QRZ page, but straight to the YouTube channel, and you have a computer nearby, you type in my call sign, you can listen how you sound here. But it's just absolutely insane. You get like 20 over 9, 25, 20, 25. It's just like a steady, beautiful, steady 20 over 9 over here. So I have to give the same report back to you. I'm just running the 100 watts, so without the amplifier right now. But you know, when the propagation is good, no need to turn on the amplifier. I just have it in standby mode in case of that it would start to fade out. That's what we get with the sporadic key. I'll pass microphone back to Mr. John. I'll call you Mr. John, and then I will have to leave you because they're calling me downstairs for the food. Back to you, John. Mike 0 Alpha Sierra November ON7OSF.
Yeah, no problem. M708F, M0ASN. I've just opened your QRZ.com page there, and I'm looking at your code now. Yes, I'm looking at absolutely excellent. Yeah, I see you stood on top of your van, and yeah, brilliant. I'm just flicking through your pages very quickly because you have to go. But such a pity, as I was thoroughly enjoying that QSO. Yeah, what was I on about there? Oh, I found, yeah, well, like yourself, I like a good natter. That's why I just beam over Europe and call and have a good natter. I don't mind chasing the odd DX if I haven't got them. But a friend of mine, a friend of mine in my little town, there's only two of us in my little town. He's a Mike 7 station, and he's only been licensed just over a year, and he can only run 10 watts with a rotatable dipole. And what I do is I usually get the stations and then pass him through as a QRP station, and he's managed to work VKs in the USA, and he gets a real buzz out of it. Well, this morning at 7:30 he sent me a message saying there's a Zulu lever on, and he's 20 over. So I turned on and I had a listen, and I said he wanted me to call him so I could pass him through because he's never worked in New Zealand. And I said it's some guy in Spain or Italy with a tape recording, long tape recording. I've heard him playing it before. It's just a tape recording. And I said he's 30-40 over on me. I said he's not from New Zealand, and he's so disappointed. But that's another story, Kurt. Kurt, if you have to disappear, I won't hold you because I can talk for England. But it's been a real pleasure, Kurt. Over. Yeah, we probably have done, you know. We probably have many a time because between me, Germany and Belgium and places over that side, it's so easy to talk with. It's I don't know what it is. It's the skip conditions between that part of the world and those. It's like a telephone call. It's so easy. We always hear German and Belgium stations, etc. around that area. Always boom into me, even on any band, Kurt. Over. Over. Yeah, easy one to remember. Another stormy night at HI. Another stormy night. Oh, another sleepless night with the heat. Can't stand hot nights. Okay, Kurt, pleasure, absolute pleasure to get you in the log again. Yeah, well, for the first time. I'm very surprised at that. And catch you another time when you've got a bit more time. Go enjoy your lunch and cheerio from Northeast England. Bye-bye, Kurt.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll let you go. So you carry on. And sorry, I turned off the my own voice, so the people in the live stream, they're mad now. I'll talk to you soon. Guys, I'm going to get some food, so I'll let the live stream roll on. So 73, take care, John. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Kurt. Cheerio.
Ricky on 240 from the Isle of Anglesey.
Is that a Golf 5 station calling over?
Yeah, Roger, it is, John. Just heard you on there. Golf 5, Mike Charlie Lima in Roger.
Oh, well, that's a surprise. I'm just going to, I'll just add that last QSO to my logbook, and I'll put your call sign in G5 MCL, right, got you, and operating name Jim. Oh, morning Jim, yeah, and I'm very surprised that that's a strange skip. I'm beaming southeast, so maybe you're getting me off a bit of scatter off the 3LE Jim over. By the you've got the name John, haven't you, over?
Yeah, M0ASN, until returning. Yeah, it's like this, I'm beaming west, John, and your 9 plus 3 big, so yeah, really, maybe max camp, I don't know, it doesn't sound like it, but yeah, the traffic signals here, John, we heard you chatting away, so we just thought it'd come and wave a hand once I realised you weren't local, was it?
Well, that's what you are, you're 20 over. 20 over. Strange conditions, Jim, strange conditions. I mean, the bands have been pretty shocking through the daytime. I managed to work Europe every day, 15, 20 stations in Europe. I had VKs this morning, early on, but didn't bother working them because I had to go out at 8. I was running out of time to put it. It just started to come in when I heard them, and I had to disappear. But on a night time, Jim, I don't know whether you're around on a night. It's 8 o'clock, 9, 10 o'clock at night. This band is incredible, isn't it? There's Asia, Indonesia, South America. They're coming in from all over the place. My beams go left and right. I'm going to run out of road. I'm going to need a new rotator on a night time. It's spinning around like an helicopter blade. Yeah, we're up in Stockton, Northeast England. Well, Billingham, a town called Billingham. But I always say Stockton. It's just for like when I started doing CW, Jim, it was easier to send Stockton than Billingham in CW. So I just say Stockton. It's a bigger town anyway. If I'm speaking to the guys in USA, I say we're in a town called Stockton, like you've got a Stockton in California. We're in the county of Cleveland, like you've got in Ohio. It's easier to say for people to look it up on the map, Jim, over.
Yeah, Roger, yeah. Well, yeah, we're looking to Bayside. I usually use Stonehenge as the marker. All 1, 2, all. 72 miles west of London, which, yeah. But, yeah, we're in sunny Clifton. All 1, 2. We've got a bit of wind, but, But yeah, just doing a few things in the all 1, 2, all. Had a few storms back in Northern Ireland, he was 9.20, and then heard yourself. So yeah, great conditions. And yeah, it wasn't up on the radio this morning, I think, KD2SJF, you know, but last week we had a great run into Australia, all through West Coast. Then to East Coast, and then it kind of died off about 9 o'clock, I think. But yeah, great conditions. We're running a kind of phased array, so we're in 6. We're pushed through to about 200, about 290 to 120. We're looking at a broadcast, but we got a switch so we can go east-west. So we struggle going. we get New Zealand right on the edge of the pack there, so same for his wife down south, and we can get pretty much out of that with the pack. But that's really good. I thought we got a filter for 10. We'll wait for 10 to get a bit impressive, but might have to wait until the autumn months until we start working stateside again,
Absolutely awesome signal off you there. 20, peaking at a 20, never flickered. I don't know whether you know, but you're on YouTube at the moment. Did you know that, Jim, over?
I'll look that up, John. Is that your full time?
Yeah, it's Mike Zero, Alpha Sierra November. But the chap I was just talking to, Kurt, was in Belgium, and he's got a live YouTube feed running at the moment. And I've just opened it, I've just typed it in on YouTube, his call sign, and brought up the, and it's running away there. But I can't hear myself because my sound disengages when I've got it the computer plugged into the rig. So I've got to unplug when I move through the channels. I hardly ever touch the knob on the rig. I just use the computer to change from band to band and etc. etc. But I've got to unplug that to hear you all myself coming through on YouTube. But so if you go onto YouTube and type in Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, like off, on off, and type that in, you'll hear yourself coming through on the live feed on YouTube, Jim, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, that's amazing. I just went on YouTube, but I'm very, very familiar with Kurt. And I wasn't realising you were going to on Kurt's YouTube channel there. I've actually subscribed to it myself. So that's fabulous. I'll go and check the audio in a minute, John, and see how I'm hearing. In fact, one thing I want to talk to you, John, I'm going to flip east and see what difference that makes. 1 second. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This is now going east. I don't know if it's made any difference to you, John. Be interesting to see the signal back here.
You went from just under the 2 on the 20 to just below the plus. About 1.5 S points or something like that, Jim. Not really about it, no. And I don't really want to touch my antenna because if I start moving it around south to you, I don't know whether I'll lose it. Well, I can try it. I'll try it and see the same experiment. I'm bringing it round south now. Okay, it's coming around south now. So there's exactly south now, Jim, over.
Yeah, it doesn't make a huge amount of difference, to be honest with you, John. I think because it's so loud, it didn't make a huge amount of difference. But I just flicked it because it's obviously you're certainly louder when I'm going west, so that kind of makes sense really, because I'm pointing probably about more 300 than the 290 that I saw, so I'm probably a little bit tilted towards that edge, which would make more sense, and so you're a bit louder to me. So yeah, fabulous conditions, John. So I won't hold it. I'm going to let you carry on there, and I'm going to listen to Kurt's channel and see what I can hear from that. But yeah, good signal. What's the power you're at, John? Thank you.
Yeah, I've just disengaged. I've just disengaged me. I think I lost the tenor volume down on the laptop now. I disengaged, I pulled the wire out, the cable from the laptop to the rig, so I can actually listen to the live feed. And I'm gonna rewind it and have a little listen shortly when we finish the QSO, just to see what I sound like. I've never heard myself coming back up the other side. It's something I've never heard. because I'm running an FTDX10 here, and I always seem to get excellent reports. I did run the ICOM 7300, which everybody gave a good audio report with. But with this radio, I don't know what it is. I had the ICOM 7300 for a couple of years, and if there was, like, say, a DX station, and I'd put a call out, I'd be in the queue, I'd just be amongst them all, but if there's a DX station now and I put a call out, I seem to get, like, straight through, boom, and everybody seems to think that my audio is very loud on this one. And what I did, there's a guy in America, it is November 4 Hotel, November Hotel, and he has a lot of YouTube videos, and he's a bit of a specialist on this rig. And I followed how he set it up, the TX side of it, and I've never looked back really, and it seems to just get through the pile-ups. I'm very happy with this little rig. It's because of the digital noise reduction on it. I used to get a lot of noise on the ICOM 7300, you know, a lot of fry and bake and crackling noises, but I get nothing on this. It's like listening to a telephone call, so I'm really impressed with it. It's the best buy I've made for a while, Jim, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah. M0ASN G5 returning. I've got the same radio, John, and I've done exactly the same thing. I use that guy on YouTube, and it's the first one with the settings, and then you just run through it. So I use his recommendation, and then I narrow the bandwidth.
Well, you sound superb. It sounds absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, I've just left mine as it is, but you did say you can make it narrower. But I just left it as it was and tried it, and everybody just seems to say you're such a... I just seem to pull it through the DX. I have no problem at all now. A station from China or whatever, when all the zoos on shouting, and I think, I'll never get through that lot, but I just do it. I think I said to myself, well, I'm going to try 2 or 3 times. Because I've worked them all anyway. I've been in the hobby that long. You know, I've been around the world, like yourself, Jim. But it's still nice to get there, isn't it? And I just put a call out, and they seem to come straight back at me, and I'm thinking, wow. I've got an old KW1000 linear. It's 53-year-old now, but I can't touch it at 400. I do. Have you seen the new thing that ICOM's brought out that we'll be able to run a KW? But I don't think it'll make that much difference. I don't think spending another couple of grand on a new amp's going to really, I don't know, another S point or something. I don't know whether it's worth it. It's like a decent holiday, that, isn't it? A couple of grand or a nice new amp set on the side. But I keep looking at these amps, you know, these ICOMs, and I'm thinking, well, I've had this old girl a long while now, and she served me well. Do I really want to pass her on? It's a KW1000 made back in the 70s, Jim, over.
Yeah, sure. Well, you know, yeah, I thought the same, and it's a good friend of mine, Mr. CGBUJ, mentioned to me that when you talk to New Zealand or Australia, you really bring it up, because it seems to, they follow very, very similar regulations to us, and it's a recommendation to us. I'm sure it's going to impact them, so it'll be interesting to see what they've heard. But yeah, I think I heard about it the end of last week about that. And it was a foundational license to go to 20, the intermediate to 100, and then the full license to a kilowatt. So that's what I saw, and the various other changes which I did read it pulling, but that's obviously the one that people look at. But yeah, like yourself, is it going to make much difference? You know, I'm running a right now, and I'm pushing it gently, so probably about 300 back coming out of it. And that seems to do the job for me, and don't really need to run anything else. I've probably got the gain from the antenna, so I don't know. I mean, it's a good balance of getting out and being heard, and also being able to hear people. If you're on a kilowatt and your antenna's rubbish, you might well get out, but you won't be able to hear anything come back to you as well. So, I don't know. Plus there's all the extra issues with potential Wi-Fi and things like that. So I don't know how many people will. I'm sure there's a few people that will turn down jobs to get to the kilowatt, would it?
Yeah, well, it's like I say, like what you just said there, through the last week or so, the bands, 20-metre bands has been absolutely atrocious. But I've been sat there and I've just put, I have a tape recording, I have the little card in the front, no doubt you have as well, and I've just made a couple of recordings, and I just pushed the button and send out the queue, and even though the band's absolutely dead, people come back to you if you put the secure call out. I'm struggling with a lot of them to hear them, because some of them are QRP, 5 watts, and they're giving me 5 9s and 10s and pluses, and I can't, I'm just struggling to pull them in. Some of them are okay, 4s and 5s from Greece and etc. When the band's like this now, in the way it is, but some of them are QRP and I'm struggling. But they're hearing me at 5 9 plus because I'm kicking out 400 through a 3 LE, and it's the power of that with a 3 element beam is going to really increase it. Well, I've just had a quick listen on that YouTube thing there. Just a very quick, I turned the volume up and I'm not hearing anything. Now, I couldn't hear you, so whether it is YouTube video, so if he's not picking us up now, we won't be on that YouTube video because we'll have dropped out between Belgium. He said he was going to leave it running, but I will be able, you can rewind it back, so I'll go back and see what I sound like when I started the QSO with Kirst and yourself, Jim. Yeah, it's all very interesting, isn't it? So what's your antenna again, Jim? Just refresh me again. I can't remember whether you told me your antenna and your power. I know you rigged the ESO over.
Yeah, Roger. The antenna is a home-based 2-element phased array. So basically, it's 2 dipoles on, and 2 centre-phase dipoles about roughly a quarter ways apart. And I feed them with the same length of coax. Let's say a quarter wave, and it goes into a switch box I've made. And then in that switch box there's a double throw switch. And depending on what I click in the click in the shaft, I can patch in another quarter wave to the one on the first one or the second one. And what that effectively does, John, is that it creates a phase sequence. So it pushes all the power one way or pushes it all the other way. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's effectively how it works. It's kind of like a 2-element Yardley mix, probably a little bit more efficient. And the pattern is a cardboard pattern, which is very, very good. Gain, I don't know about the gain. Our UMA8, it says that the gain is 8.5 dB, but at 20 degrees lowered down to about 3.5. So that's how that works. I've done another one for 15. So I've got a 20 and a 15 base. Yeah, so that's pretty much how that is. And I've got a 2-element shelter for 10. Which pops around in the wind, and the amplifier is a M0JNL 11-inch, which I initially had all sorts of problems with, but we haven't got one, or we know somebody's got one. The cues I've got in it are from YouTube, from eBay, and there are the Russian 811 tubes, the old Soviet ones, and there's ironically sort of stole the new old Soviet tubes, and I've got 4 of those in there, and they haven't missed a beat at all, and I've upgraded the fan as well. So it's a little bit like sitting up with engine time, I've got the headphones on, and it keeps the phone on, and it works very well there, John, thank you.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, well, that's interesting. And I know about the phasing because I like to mess about with antennas. I've stopped doing it now. This last year I've stopped doing it. I've just got this 3-element Cushcraft up and I've done with it. I was forever out in the garden messing about. I bought a DX Commander, you know, about 18 months ago. And I tried this vertical DX Commander out in the garden, and then I bought another one and put that behind it and did exactly the same. I put it in like in a link bit behind it as a reflector. And well, funny enough, I managed to work New Zealand with it of 40 meters. Would you believe it? It was a year last October. November Zulu. His name's Ron anyway. And I busted a pile up with that DX Commander. But then a friend of mine, he's an M7. He lives in my town. He likes to go portable, and he bought a little antenna called a Chameleon Vertical. It's a 17-foot whip. And he put this whip up, and he's working VKs and all sorts with it, with his 10 watts. He's dead stick as well. He will not up, you know, he won't put any more power out than 10 watts. He's a real stuck in the mud for sticking by the rules. And so I got this Chameleon because when he had it in his house on his back fence, he'd put it on his back fence. And I had the DX Commander up, and he's saying, now if you go on the reverse beacon, make a CW call up. I don't know whether you know about the reverse beacon. Of course you will do, but maybe you can come back and let me know if you don't. I was putting think calls out on CW on the reverse beacon to see where the signal was dropping with the DX Commander. And it was getting all over. It was getting into Europe places and reaching into Thailand. And he was, and I was putting 100 watts out, and he was putting his 10 watts out, doing the same thing with his Chameleon. And he was sending a photograph over to me on Messenger. We messenger all the time on WhatsApp, and he was showing me his picture of where his signal's dropping, and this was dropping all over the States, South America, into VK, Zulu, Lima, China, everywhere, and the DX Commander wasn't anywhere. So I went and bought a Chameleon, this telescopic whip, and did the same as him. I put it up 5 foot off the back of my fence with a couple of radials coming off for the frequency that I was going to work. You just need this. It's a quarter wave, so you had the radio on the bottom to make it the half wave of whatever frequency you're going to be on. Anyway, and I did the same. I was testing it against my own DX Commander, against this Chameleon, putting these CW calls out, and this Chameleon was blowing smoke all over the place. 17-foot telescopic whip, or you can have it to 10 meters, or you can telescope it to whatever frequency you want. And it just blew the DX Commander out of the water. And I was doing this 50 times a day and every day. So I thought, no, I can't. I've spent all this money and radios all over the place for these DX Commanders, and this can't be right. But I kept doing it anyway. In the end, the DX Commanders come down. And I used them to make a homemade 15-meter dipole, and then I put that on a boom and put a reflector on it, because 15 meters was incredible last year. So I had a 15-meter 2-element dipole up, 2-element up, using the DX Commanders as the elements and running wire along them. And I messed about doing this, and then in the end I bought a 3-element Cushcraft and put that up and be done with it at Jim. So that's the story there, over.
Exactly, got playing around with wire again. The amount of time I go up and down, bring stuff down, move it, and I improve it to the point where it's no longer works anymore, John, and then next couple of rounds put things back. That's the thing with wire antennas, you know, looking for it, they're great, but around, move around slightly, and I have all sorts of issues, so So I'm happy with the phasing. I'm tempted to move things in a improve the market, kind of leaving it as it is right now. But yeah, the cleanup I've heard. I think I've seen a few people on YouTube using them. And yeah, with the reverse network vision, I use that a lot, especially when I'm making these headers. And I'm testing out the phasing, the directional phasing there, so east and west. So when I'm picking them up, I'll go on the reverse network vision, and I'll just run like 5 watts or 10 watts, and I'll put a few calls out, and then I'll change frequency and then switch it in the other direction, and then I'll do that maybe for 10 minutes, and then I can compare the results. So I can compare stations so that you can see what these faults and times, and I can compare the results, and from that I can work out what the gain I'm getting in one direction or the other, so I can work out the antenna working. So yeah, that's a reverse feeding network is great. Another site I use, John, is M5WT. It's a SDR site, which is actually Virginia, USA, and it's really useful when you're working North America. I like working a pilot into North America, so I have that running in the background with the volume down, but I can keep an eye on my signal, so I can go on 28.390. I put a test signal out so I can see if the propagation's running into East Coast, and if it is, I'll leave that running. So I keep an eye on it so I can see what the signal's holding like in the East. And I can also do one for the West Coast as well. So I can monitor myself in the States, obviously do it all around the world, but that's what I do on 10 meters. When the propagation is running well, and I can tell when it's still dropped off, so from that I can know when we get my signal. Anyway, so that's N5WT. Let me give it to you. November Alpha 5 Bravo, but I'm sure you can link to that from any SDR website, John.
Yeah, just give us that website again, Jim. By the way, I can't believe I was just looking at my signal there, the waterfall. I can't see it much on there, and you're like a 20 over. It's just incredible conditions this between us, Jim. Give us that website again, please. I didn't have a pen handy. NY something, was it NYWB or something? Over.
Roger, November Alpha 5 Bravo. November Alpha 5 Bravo. Your signal's playing a bit on me, John, so I think we might be the end of it now, Roger.
Yeah, you went down to about a 9. You went down to about a 9, just under. So I think it started to switch. It'll suddenly just drop out altogether, and we will lose each other, Jim. So I think I'd best make a cup of tea and 73 for now. And absolute pleasure. I'm so glad you called in, Jim. I think I'll make a cup of tea, and I'm going to have a listen to that YouTube feed over.
Okay, I think you finished your over there, John, but you're disappearing into the sunset on me. 73 jumping out to presentation here. Let's got my contact details on QR there anyway. So, my 0 Alpha 0
Yeah, you're dropping out on me now, Jim. If you can hear me, 73s, Jim. 73s. Cheerio. Have a good day, Jim. Over.
Yeah, cheers, John. Take care.
So you come back up to a 9 there, but I'm going to make a couple and have a look at that YouTube feed, Jim. 73s, pal. Enjoyed the chat. It was a great chat. I love QSOs like this. 73s.
73s, I'm going to do exactly the same. Yeah, I've got a few on my television in the chat around. 73s, John. Take care.
73s, mate. You're back up to the 20s. Are you sure you don't pass them by? Are you sure you don't want a cuppa if you pass them by, Jim? 20 plus again. 73s.
John?
Yeah, it's 20 plus. 20 plus. There's a Papa Alpha station calling. I don't know whether you want to go up and listen to this YouTube feed, Jim, over.
Hi, over.
Yeah, there was a call, there's somebody calling there, Papa Alfred. Do you want to go back to him, Jim? I'm going to make a cup of tea and go and listen to this YouTube feed, over.
Don't worry. Mate.
Yeah, you're 40 over now. I don't know what you've done, but you've gone up to 40 over, Jim, over.
Over.
I thought it was Jim. Come back up. I've just been talking to a station down south in UK, which is very unusual. 40 metres on a wire antenna, we can do it all day. But on this band, it just doesn't happen. Once or twice, maybe last week it happened, but they were in and out in a couple of seconds. But we just had a QSO where we were both 20 over on each other, from northeast to the south. I didn't quite get his location, but he's south of me. I'm just going to go and have a look on that YouTube feed now. I can't listen to it while I've got my rig plugged into the computer. It takes the volume out of the laptop, so I've got to disconnect. So I use my laptop to change bands and everything. I hardly ever touch the knobs, Kurt, on the rig. I've got to disconnect that. I'm not sure if that's your photograph I can see as well. Have you got a blue shirt on, Kurt? Is that you in the video, over?
Over.
Roger. So you can't see me, obviously, because I haven't got my webcam enabled. I've never gone to that function before. I've never used that function before, but yeah. Oh, great stuff, yeah. Hey, Kurt, I tell you what, the wonders of technology, isn't it absolutely fantastic?
Made over.
Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, you're doing a fantastic job. I love this technology that people like yourself are bringing to us. I'm 70 years old now. I haven't been left behind with technology, but even with my mobile phone, if I have a problem, I have to ask my youngster, 20-year-old, and he says, oh, give us it here. Give us your phone here, Dad. And he sorts it out in seconds, where I've spent an hour trying to sort something out. I'm not technically wise, completely stupid, but if I should have kept up with it. The 70-year-old, I don't do too bad, Kurt. Right, I'm going to disappear now. I'm going to put a kettle on, make a cuppa. I've been threatening to do this for the last 20 minutes, half an hour, and I want to listen to this YouTube. If you're still on here, I'll come back to you shortly, Kurt. So the frequency is back to you now, if you've had your lunch. You can keep on here and put a few calls out, Kurt, over.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I turned off my audio again. Guys, if I'm turning off my audio, it's because I get a little bit of a feedback, and I want to have the clearest way of feeding the live stream into the YouTube channel. So because we have 6 other viewers, you are also very strong in Pole. That's in the south of the UK. Sierra 5 STU, Mr. Stewart, is a good friend of mine. I've spoken with him a bunch of times. He just comes along every time when I turn on the live stream, and he tells me that you're booming into his QTH as well. And if I'm just looking at the latitude level, you're at almost at the same latitude level as I am, Stuart. So Stuart, he's really at the same. If I draw a line, is just at the same latitude as my QTH here in Belgium. It's just absolutely insane. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, pleasure is all mine. Thanks for giving me the frequency. I'll make a few calls. I'm not gonna, roll on the frequency too long, but it's great to hear you there, John. Wow, fantastic and lovely signal. And let me see if I can find your email. Yeah, there is no email. Yeah, there is an email. I'll send you an email. I want to know what was your call sign on the dark band on the 11 meter, because I'm pretty sure we had QSOs before. Your voice seems familiar, John. So there must have been a couple of times we must have crossed aerials before. Hey, you take care, John. You stay safe and carry on. Because you're the star of today, and I think, we need people like you who are talkative and fun to talk to. HI. Mike 0 Alpha Sierra November 017 OFF, over.
Yeah, by the way, you're 30 over again. How many sugars you take, Kurt? I might as well make you a cup as well if you're popping by. Yeah, I'll tell you my call sign from years ago. It was 26, because of course on the 11 meter band, number 1 was Italy, wasn't it? 2 was the USA. Now I'm digging deep there with this memory. I can't remember the rest, but 26 was the UK prefix, and it was 26 Charlie 07, I think it was, 26 Charlie. It was called the Coca-Cola. It was like a Coca-Cola group that they started up round here, and the guy who ran it, he used to send, he got loads of members all around the world, and he used to send them a package of QSL cards, and it became very big. There was a lot of members in Lebanon, etc., all over the world, but it was a Charlie Coca-Cola group, it was called, Captain Coke, anyway, and that was the name of it, but that was many moons ago. I think we've had a few sleepovers since then. You wonder where the years go, don't you, Kurt, when you look back. And I still feel fit and able. I still get about. I'm fishing on a Sunday and walking the dogs, etc. But when I look in the mirror, I'm kidding myself, Kurt. I've got no hair left. I wear false teeth, and I wear varifocals now. I'm just kidding myself, Kurt. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Hey, John, when you're looking at the screen right now, and you're looking when you're talking, you see that little 1. So you can see you've got the signals, the different signals on the waterfall and on the scope, and you see 1, 2, 3. I enabled in this software, which is the SDR console software. Some people, they keep on asking me what's the software. It's SDR console. It puts a little 1 to the strongest signal, number 2 to the second strongest signal, number 3 to the third strongest signal. So you can look on the scope and you can see which is the strongest signal. You have to look when you're talking, mate. You're number 1 all the time, mate. Over.
Oh, right, yeah, I'm just looking at that now. I've just followed it there where you moved it along. Excellent. Hey, Kurt, I'll tell you what, you're doing a fantastic job. I've subscribed to your channel anyway, so you've got another subscriber, Kurt. So I'll be looking for any time you're on, and I'll be joining you. Kurt, I'm going to disappear. As much as I've enjoyed it, I've got to get out of here and go and let these dogs off the back, because they're looking, they're staring up at me. They're wanting to go out for a whoopsie in the back garden. So I'm going to turn that kettle on and make this cuppa, and I'll be monitored, and I won't have quick listen to this YouTube. I've never heard myself coming back over on a YouTube, so I'll be interested to see what I'm coming over like with this radio. Kurt, it's been an absolute pleasure, and it's well, what can I say? It's just been. I'm so glad you gave me a call and called in. It's made. If I don't have another contact for a couple of days, I'm not bothered. I've really enjoyed this one, and very memorable. So I'll catch you a bit later if you're on, Kurt. I'll call back in. If not, enjoy the rest of your day, and it's been a pleasure. ON7OFF, M0ASN.
Yeah, M0ASN, ON7OFF, the binary guy. Yeah, QSL, mate. Very happy to make the contact with you. It's great to have some great stations on the band, and yeah, I'll make a few calls, see who is coming back to me. I don't expect too much because the band scope is just lazy. It's just like a pancake if I look at the rest of the band. So apparently nothing is happening. I think they're all maybe working, or during the week most of the people, they have to go to the job, or it's quite flat. Okay, I'll talk to you soon, John. Take care. Mike 0 Alpha Sierra November. This is ON7OFF. God bless you. Stay safe and keep yourself healthy. Okay, so we have to make another appointment the next cycle in 11 years for sure as well right now. So we can make many more contacts in between. Maybe I'll talk to you also on 80 meters if you are capable of doing 80. 73s, John.
Yes, we can do 40, 80, 15, 10. We can get around the band, so we'll catch you another time, another band, but I'm quite happy today on this one. 73s, kid. You too, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep up the good work. I'm definitely a very happy subscriber. Cheerio!
Cheerio, take care, John. Stay safe. Mike 0 Alpha Sierra November from ON7OFF. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Any other station on the band? This is Oscar November 7 Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot. Over, over.
Over. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
This is Oscar November 7 Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot. Over.
Whiskey Alpha 4. Italy, Sierra 0.
Whiskey Alpha 4 station, that's a surprise. Gosh, you must have peed in your bed and wake up. Go ahead, Whiskey Alpha 4, ON7OFF listening.
Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot, Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November. Name on this end is Jim, Juliet India Mike.
How you doing, Jim? Nice to meet you, mate. Very pleased to make the contact with Virginia. I'm really surprised that the propagation is open there, Jim. So that's a real surprise. And you must be an early bird, or maybe you peed in the bed and you woke up, mate. Go ahead, Jim. Over.
Oh yeah, Roger. There, Kurt. I was just on 40 net to Australia, and just popped over here and to see what was going on. I think they're about a 5 to 6. Now Bill Strong's going to hear you. 5 to 6 into Virginia. Oscar November 7. Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot, Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November.
Yeah, QSL, Whiskey Alpha 4, India Victor November. Was it India Victor November? Okay, so I have to correct that. It should be Ray. Is that correct, Ray? Or is it Tango Victor November? Because I got confused now. Over.
It's Tango Victor November, Tokyo, Victoria, Norway.
Okay, I got it right now, James. No problem. How you doing, mate? I'm pleased to have you coming back to the call. I really appreciate. What time is it there? You're early bird, mate. It must still be dark out there. Over.
Oh no, the sun's been up for about an hour. It's 7:09 a.m. 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, okay, QSL, John. You're 5 and 5. I'm doing a live stream, so I'm currently live streaming, and you're on the live stream. So if you happen to have a computer nearby, type in the call sign in YouTube, and you will get straight to the live stream, James. So there you are. You are now the star of the show. Hey, Chai. Very good, James. Very good. I get you 5-5, 5-6. It's up and down, but it's completely in the clear. So the band is very quiet. And yeah, I also will follow the channel of Kilo 1 Golf Mike, and he's totally right regarding the propagation. When we have the X-ray flare flux that is popping up, then the band goes quiet. And today I just checked it out, and it's 0, so that's good. So we expect some very good propagation over here as well, Jim. I was just talking to the UK. We have also sporadic E coming out of the United Kingdom from my QTH, and you're probably a few hops further down the line there, Jim. Go ahead, over.
Yeah, roger there, Kurt. I'm looking at the live stream. And I'm seeing, S5 hit S7, it looks like there. Look at that. Hey, that's really cool to watch the live stream. I really like that. 2 thumbs up there, Kurt. I really like that a lot. That's wonderful. And it's 7:11 in the morning, and I got up to get on the 7163 40-meter net, and a lot of static on the band, and propagation wasn't all that good. So, and there's a yawn. So, anyhow, I will hold it since I'm on the live stream, and I'll say 73 to you. Have a wonderful week there, Kurt. All the best to you. Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November.
Yeah, QSL. Well, pleasure is all mine. I'm really happy to hear voices from the U.S. It's absolutely a big surprise because I didn't expect to hear anything. The only moment I can get you guys is just by being on the radio at night, and I wake up the family members when I do so. So I don't want to make too much noise at night. Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate for the call, James. It's a big surprise to me. So keep up the good work, mate. And I'm looking forward for the next one for sure. Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November, from Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot. Back to you, sir.
Pleasure's all mine, Kurt. Pleasure's all mine. Have a wonderful week, and 73 to you. All the best, and I enjoyed being on your live stream. Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November 73.
73, so you take care. I'll catch up with you sooner or later, James. It's the first contact, but there's many more to go and many more to follow. Whiskey Alpha 4, Tango Victor November, from Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox. Bye-bye. Any other station? This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot. This is Brussels calling. Over.
Mike 0, Juliet November Lima.
Mike 0, Juliet. That one led me too fast. My brain is not going. Go ahead.
QSL. I'm the same.
Mike 0, Papa,
Juliet November Lima. QSL.
Okay, Mike 0, Juliet November Lima. How are you doing, George? A little bit fading in and out. So you must be at the edge of that area that is ionized, George. Name here is Kurt, K-U-R-T, like Kurt Cobain. And I got you 5 and 7 here with a 5 and 8. I'll give you a more detailed report. I'm doing the live stream, so you can go to the live stream straight away if you type in my call sign in YouTube. Go ahead, George.
QSL, Kurt, thank you very much for the 5.7 to 5.8. You're 5.9 plus, no problem at all here into southeast Scotland. So you're probably running a few more watts than I am as well. Just 100 watts from ICOM IC7300 into a half-size G5. The weather's not been very good here for propagation. It's lots of thunder yesterday, and it flattened the bands down, QSL.
Yeah, QSL, George. Yeah, I'm running about 250, 300 watts now, so I'm not exaggerating. I try to save a little bit off on the electricity bill. No problem, George. Yeah, fantastic. Beautiful propagation into the UK. We got some propagation with a few hops down the road there up to the United States. I was surprised to hear Virginia. And one of these guys must have fallen out of the bed, and he was already there. So propagation seems to be working pretty well this week. It's much better than the week before. I was listening, and I was kind of disappointed. So I turned it on, turned it off again. turned it on and didn't hear much, turned it off again, but today it seems to be much better, James. QTH is close to Brussels. I'm just about half an hour driving from my QTH to the city center, the heart of Brussels, if there is no traffic jam. It's not a story when there's traffic jam, but that's how close we are from the city center. And I'm living in a town that is in the southeast. We're surrounded by a lot of cornfields and cereal fields, and we're on top of a valley, so we have very premium locations. So the gods are with me with the propagation and also with the location. So back to you there, George. Mike 0, Juliet November Lima, ON7OFF, over.
QSL, MM0JNL return. Yes, it's good to get a little bit on this band at the moment. Just speaking of your home QTH, a couple of weeks ago, on one of our local repeater frequencies, 145.700, we were getting one of your repeaters, Oscar Victor, I think it was, or Victor Oscar. Anyway, it was coming through really nice and strong, and it was actually, I changed my CDCSS and I could open it, which was quite a surprise. Very pleasant for a 2-meter hop from here at the edge of the Scottish border down to Brussels, QSL.
Wow, that is amazing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not so active on the VHF and UHF bands. Because I don't have the appropriate equipment, and I've been bitten by the HF mosquito around the age of 15, and I got infected, so I never left HF, and I never have been bitten by the VHF UHF mosquitoes. So maybe I'm immune to it. Back to you, James. Over.
QSL MM0JNL return. HF is where I like to play. I do like HF, but mainly use 2 meters just to keep in touch with the local people around and about, and occasionally propagation decides to do a little bit of coastal ducting along down here and send things way across the channel, and well, across the North Sea, should I say, to yourself. So it's a strange thing that's happening during this solar cycle anyway. But I'll not hold it any longer, because I'm sure there's plenty of other people wanting to get in and speak and don't want to hear my boring voice. So I'll wish you 73. Very good to speak to you and get you in the log for the first time there, Kurt, looking at things. So you stay safe, buddy. JNL, clear.
Thanks a lot, George. Pleasure is all mine. You have a fantastic day there, and enjoy the summertime. I hope you will get beautiful sunny weather, and you can sit outside in the garden and play some radio from there. I'll do so anyway when the weather improves a little bit, because yesterday was 32 degrees over here. It was sweaty, humid, and everything you can imagine that is not comfortable. And today it's like 24, so it went down almost 10 degrees. It's just absolutely insane. I thought we were going to have some showers and some thunderstorms, but we didn't get any of that, so we just had a severe drop in temperature. I'll talk to you soon, George. Take care. Mike 0, Juliet November Lima, ON7OFF. You take care there in Scotland. Over.
QSL, no. Good. Many thanks. 73, buddy, and you stay safe. 73 MM0JNL.
73, you take care. ON7OFF, we're standby for any call.
Mike 7, X-ray, India X-ray.
Mike 7, X-ray, India X-ray. How you doing? Thanks for calling. Paul, I hope everything is okay with you. Last time we worked was on 40 meters, so thanks for coming back on a new band. Go ahead, Paul.
Mike 7, X-ray, India X-ray, returning. Yeah, remember the call, it's got a very distinctive call sign on and off. I like the call sign, it's very good. I was just listening to last conversation there about the weather. Really high. Well, it is for us. We're probably at about 26 degrees. I think yesterday was close to about 28 degrees here in Gaza. And then yesterday evening we got a few thunderstorms coming in, and I was hoping it would clear the air a bit and cool it down, but it doesn't seem to have done the job yet. Back to you, Oliver.
Yeah, QSL, Paul. Yeah, well, I lost you for a second, so your signal just went down a little bit, but I know you are QRP, so anyway, you heard the story, mate. Sooner or later you'll have 20 watts that you will be allowed over. Well, apparently it's John who told me, Mike 0 Alpha Sierra November. He told me that they're going to change the possibilities with the licenses, and apparently you would be able and allowed to go from 10 to 20 watts, so hopping 2 times more power. You know, it makes sense. It's 1 S point, you know, so it's not much, but it's better than nothing. So apparently they're going to change the power output for the M7s. Then you can go to 20 watts. So there you are, Paul. Over. Okay, Paul, Mike 7 X-ray India X-ray. I'm sorry, you're off my radar now. The QSB just kicked in, and I lost your signal. So if you still hear me, Paul, I thank you very much for giving me a shout back here on 20. So I got you down the log. And thanks for the nice QSO, and great to hear you again, mate. We'll keep in touch. Whenever you upgrade the license, let me know that what was your previous call sign. Mike 7 X-ray India X-ray from ON70FF. Over. Over. Okay, QRZDX ON70FF. We're standby. Again?
Victor 1 X-ray Tango.
X-ray Tango, make your call.
Yeah, Victor, Ocean number 1, X-ray Tango. Victor Oscar 1, X-ray Texas, over.
Good morning, David. Victor Oscar 1 X-ray Tango. This is ON70FF here in Brussels. Oscar November 7 Oscar Fox Fox. And I get you loud and proud here in Belgium. Thanks for being also on the show because I'm doing the live stream. This is Kurt, K-U-R-T. I'm QTH here. The QTH here is about 15 miles southeast of Brussels, or 20 kilometers. You use a kilometer or the meter in Canada, right? So how are you doing, David? Go ahead, Victor Oscar 1 X-ray Tango from Oscar November 7 Oscar Fox Fox, over.
Yeah, Roger, Kurt. Yeah, great to hear you. You're the loudest on the band at the moment. Band is extremely quiet. I'm enjoying no man-made noise in my neighborhood, which I haven't really experienced in years. So I truly don't understand why the sudden quieting of the area. When I first turned the rig on, Kurt, it was nothing on my meter, so I thought I blew my transceiver. I thought the receive end of my transceiver was gone. So I got a little scared because normally I'm hearing a tremendous amount of noise floor. You're 5 and 9, very, very loud. As I said, the loudest on the band at the moment. And great conditions between us. We've spoken before in 2021 and 20 meters, so good to get you in the log in 2023. We have had some nice summer weather the last couple of days, but it really cooled off today. It's about 8 degrees centigrade at the moment, or I'm sorry, 6 degrees centigrade at the moment, which was a far cry from the 28 degrees we had a couple of days ago. Anyways, I'll turn it back to you, Kurt. Thanks very much for picking up the call. ON7 Ocean Fox Fox, Victor Oscar 1 X-ray Tango. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL. Okay, Victor Oscar 1 X-ray Tango, ON7 OFF. I was interrupted also by a message that I got. So I just missed the last part of your transmission, not because of no receive, but because of my mind had to focus on something else. I'm still a I'm still a male, and I can only do one thing at the same time. HI. So there you are, David. Yeah, fantastic. I'm very pleased to see that I'm coming through, and I'm very pleased to hear also that you don't have the man-made noise. Do you have any idea what is the source of the noise that you get, David? Have you ever investigated and tried to figure out what was the cause? Over?
Yeah, I have. I've been doing that for many, many years, and we've got some old infrastructure, power line infrastructure, the high voltage lines behind the property. And I've had Newfoundland Power, I've had our local power company come in, and they, instead of doing really, let's assess everything in the immediate area, they just put little so replace hardware, replace insulators and switches, and that seems to do something for a very short period of time, and then something else will fail. I also feel there may be something with the cable TV. There's some amplifiers near my property as well, and I think there might be some issue with those as well. But I did notice that this morning it's just beautiful. There is no noise, no static. There's no power line noise. I've got an M0 noise floor. Typically, don't use the preamp because of the noise, but I can kick in the preamp here and still with minimal noise. So extremely pleased at the moment. Take it while I can. I've had a variety of noise mitigating things that I've done in order to help me and stay on the air, which have worked pretty good, but I'm not using any of those at the moment. Old transceiver, Mark 5 field by Yaesu, and a 4-element Yagi, or about 12 meters up. That's the working conditions occurred. I'm using an SDR receiver, which allows me to get a nice pan adapter and a waterfall and some digital filtering here with this old transceiver. And it's a lot of fun. It's working really good, and I hope you're hearing me well. M7OFF VO1XT.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's my my button here. Yeah, QSL, David. Victor Oscar 1 X-ray Tango and 7 OFF returning. Yeah. Well, if you're using also a separate receiver like me, I'm doing exactly the same. I'm using the TS480, the SAT version, so the low power version. I'm combining it with the SDR Play receiver. So I'm listening to you through the SDR receiver as well. I got the little TRX switch, they call it, to switch between TX and RX, so I'm not frying up my SDR receiver. And that way I have a nice band adapter overview. But if you go to my YouTube channel and you look at the live stream, you can see how it looks like. I'm using the SDR console software as my receiving software, so it's working pretty well. It's pretty neat because you have a very nice overview of what's going on the band. You have a nice scope and everything that is needed to have a very nice view. So yeah, that's my working conditions over here. I'm using a 2-element cubicle quad on the antenna side, and I have the OM Power 2000 plus in line, running about 300-400 watts, just to give a little bit of an extra power. So I get through the different hops that we get, because we've got a very strong propagation as we speak also into the UK. I have a few regions in the UK I can reach from here at the moment with bloody strong signals, so it's just absolutely insane. Yeah, I hope you can, the main source of QRM that we get over here is in, as far as I have my experience over here, is caused by PLC, so power line adapters, or PLAs or PLCs. So the ones that they use to transport internet from one side of the house to the other side over the power grid. They are really a pain in the, well, let me say Alpha Sierra Sierra. and they're making a hell of a noise, and it's awful when you drive with the car and you have a mobile setup and you go through these residential areas, how high the QRM level is when you go through these residential areas. Now, I'm very lucky. I just have 2 neighbors, but I'm lucky and not lucky because one neighbor has these PLCs. He's not willing to change them. So I even want to pay for a nice cable that they would put in the wall, but he's not willing to do so because he's from the army, you know. So, and I tell him, you know, I could tap into your what do you call it, your power grid and see what you do on your internet, but yeah, no, it's from the army or whatever. So he's too stubborn. So, but yeah, that's causing QRM here. But I don't have too much of a problem on the HF band. It's more when you go and listen to broadcast radios and you go out. So it's filtered for the HF band frequencies. So yeah, it's a bit of a problem. So yeah, there's a lot of electronic devices. You know what frightens me also is all these electric cars. People, they don't realize, but all these EVs, the electric vehicles, they're also a source of QRM. That's absolutely insane. When I'm in the mobile and I've got a setup in the mobile and there is a Tesla passing by, what a hell of a noise you get. So if they oblige everybody to go electric, probably doing radio and being mobile is going to be something in the past, David. Victor Oscar 1 X-Ray Tango from Oscar November 7 Oscar Fox Fox, over.
Over. Roger. Now, that's actually quite an interesting point you brought up. I never really even thought about that. I'm not operating mobile, but you can just imagine the amount of interference that an EV, and they're also producing them pretty quickly too, and they're not really thinking about interference, I'm sure. Wow. Yeah, that's actually something I never even thought about. Well, it's kind of neat that you've set up a software-defined receiver as well. I'm using the what is mine called? Not AirSpy. AirSpy. That's fine. AirSpy. And tiny little box that works beautifully. It's very sensitive. I'm also using the SDR console, and the switching, I'm able to use the receive out from my transceiver, which I did not need. There's internal switching with this transceiver, so I didn't need to get the external switch box. And it's fantastic. The latest version of SDR console is brilliant. Very stable, and the noise reduction system is first class. So I've been using that. I've got an SDR transceiver in Apache Labs, and I just haven't been using it over the last little while just because I'm having a lot of fun with this one. And that's, as I said, it can be adapted to any transceiver and pretty inexpensively. I think I only paid a couple $100 for this SDR AirSpy, so I was very, very happy with the end result. I did that during the COVID lockdown just to keep my mind active, and it's been a home run ever since. Well, listen, Kurt, I'm going to let you go. I've got to do a few things, and I got to start my day. Local time here is 9 o'clock. I don't work on Mondays, so I've got lots of other things to achieve this morning. So I'll let you go. Thanks so much for the nice QSO 73, and enjoy the day there. We'll no doubt talk again. You're still 59+. Ocean November 7, Ocean Fox. This is Victor Ocean 1 X-Ray Tango. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL, Victor Ocean 1 X-Ray Tango from Oscar November 7 Oscar Fox Fox returning. Yeah, fantastic. Very happy to make the contact. And I'm also looking into eventually buying a Hermes light. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Hermes light. There is one Belgian gentleman I would like to visit during the summertime. ON8 Echo India, and he is using the Hermes Lite. It's a very QRP station, but if you combine it with an LD MOS amplifier, you could eventually upgrade it to a full legal limit amateur radio. So it's something that I'm considering. Also, the footprint is quite small, as well as the weight. And that makes it interesting because I'm planning to have some gear and use some or do some ham radio operating when I'm in Thailand. And I need something very lightweight, very easy to travel around with. And that would be one of the options that I'm, or the different options that I'm looking at. You take care. Pleasure is all mine. I do 5 and 9 on your last report, so you're doing very fine from Victor Oscar, or from Victor Echo Land. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate, and I hope to meet you soon again. There will be more occasions that we can cross aerials, David. I'm pretty sure. Victor Oscar 1 X-Ray Tango from Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, over. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I'm quite familiar with the Hermes Lite, and I've been toying around with the idea of picking one up. They're, I think, a really smart and inexpensive way of getting a QRP station going. I think they're 5 watts maximum output on the HF band. I'm quite familiar with the different softwares that they run on, and quite comfortable with it. So, yeah, it is on my horizon, I do believe. Very good, Kurt. 73. Enjoy your day. This is Victor Ocean 1 X-Ray Tango, Dave in Newfoundland. Now QRT. Bye bye.
73 is Dave. Thanks a lot, mate. I'll catch up with you later. ON7OFF clear with Victor Oscar 1 X-Ray Tango. 73. 73.
November 4, Quebec, November Tango.
Quebec, November Tango. Make your call. Complete the call, sir. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot in Brussels. Over.
Okay, very good. Hello, Kurt. The call is November 4, Quebec, November Tango. My name is Art, Alpha Romeo Tango. I'm in North Carolina. Very nice copy this morning. You're coming in very nice between S7 to S9. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, Art. You're also 5 and 7 here, 5 and 8 at the moment. Very good signal coming through from North Carolina. The operator name, you have it correct, is Kurt. And yeah, propagation seems to be open very early today into North America. I was surprised to hear the first station just about let's say half an hour ago, and suddenly I heard USA coming through, which I didn't expect at all. But it seems propagation is much better than last week. Last week was a pain. It was nothing. It was just flat, and I could only barely hear a handful of stations, and they were more located into Europe. Art, I have my antenna pointed towards North America right now, so I'm in the right direction with the antenna. Back to you, November 4, Queen November Tango from Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, sir, over.
All right, very good, Kurt. Well, it's a good thing you have much of the aluminium handling the workload as far as pointing and direction. It'd probably be difficult for us if we were dipole to dipole, which I'm on. So, thank you for the extra effort there.
This is Kilo Delta 2, Sierra Juliet Foxtrot, standing by on frequency.
My subdivision, it's a little difficult if I wanted to put up some kind of structure. So, thankfully, I have a decent tree line. Just experimenting with various antennas. So right now I'm on the doublet antenna system, flat top at about 50 feet high, and it's out there pretty good, 136 feet across. So it's cut for 75.
Oscar 7, Oscar Station. This is Kilo Delta 2, Sierra Juliet Foxtrot. Over.
1 moment.
100 watts here with the Mercury 3S solid state amp. And the non-radio, the 7000 Mark III. So here we are, but booming in nicely and a great signal. And it's nice to see a little activity. I hear some DKs up the band a little bit, and you're coming in nicely. So we're just hoping this cycle continues, and we'll see a peak maybe next year or the year after. So good nighttime conditions on the high band. That's what we're hoping for. Back to you, Kurt. ON7OFF, N4QNT.
Yeah, QSL, N4QNT, ON7OFF returning. Yeah, as we speak, I'm actually also doing a live stream there, Art. If you go and search my call sign on YouTube, you can listen to your own voice and you can see how you come through here. I'm using that 2-element cubical quad, which is a single feed point 5-bander. So it has just one coax cable connected to the different elements that go around the cubical quad, and it's really functioning very well. I'm really happy with the result of this quad antenna, especially when the band closes down. It's very well known that quad antennas, they tend to be one edge before the or in front of the Yagi and other antennas. So we can talk a little earlier when the band opens, and we can talk a little bit longer when the band closes. So, and that is very true. Out of experience, I'm really into these quad antennas, whether it's a delta loop or a cubical quad or whatever kind of structure. I don't care, but the quads are really doing an amazing job. Art, I'll let you go. You have a fantastic day, and I hope you enjoy also the live stream. So pleased to meet you for the first time. I hope you can make many more contacts with that dipole antenna, mate. It's doing a fine job for you. November 4, Queen, November Tango, from Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Over.
Very good. Okay, Kurt. Well, as you were letting me know about it, I got right in there quickly on the YouTube channel. That's fantastic. I will certainly look at that, check it out, and threw a little message in there at the chat room. Looks like you have quite a crowd in there. Fantastic. What a great setup there. Maybe we'll be asked for something you're running, but very, very nice. Okay. 7-3. Have a wonderful evening coming up, and we'll hopefully talk later at another time in the future. Let's see, ON7OFF from N4QNT. Good day.
Thanks a lot, 73. Talk to you soon. ON7OFF, we're standby for any call.
Golf 1, Sierra, Romeo, Alpha.
Golf 1, Sierra, Romeo, Alpha. How you doing, Trevor? ON7OFF here. Operator named Kurt, K-U-R-T, and the QTH is Brussels. We've got you here on the live stream as well. Golf 1, Sierra, Romeo, Alpha, from Oscar, November 7, Oscar, Fox, Fox. Over.
Golf 1, Sierra, Romeo, Alpha, returning here. Good afternoon, Kurt. You're 20 over 9 into West Yorkshire. As you so rightly say, my name is Trev. Situated about 10 kilometers from the city of Bradford in West Yorkshire, QSL.
Yeah, QSL, Trev. Yes, we have propagation at the same time with you and with the USA and North America. So, which is that's fun. That's big fun. I like this kind of propagation where, it's like hopping from one English-speaking country to another English-speaking country. Hey, Chai, go ahead, Trev. Over.
Golf 1, Sierra, Romeo, Alpha, yeah. Propagation is pretty good today. I've just switched on, so I don't know what's been going on, but all seems to be working pretty good. Running at this end, the FT691 into a vertical antenna with 100 watts only, QSL.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Is that the DX Commander?
No, it's a Moonraker. It's a Moonraker. I don't know if you've been on their website. There's quite a lot of radio gear at a very reasonable sort of money, really.
Yeah, QSL. Reminds me of the Moonraker 4. You know which band it uses, the HI over?
Roger. Well, it's the GPA Golf Papa Alpha 80 vertical. It's fiberglass except for the last bit of the top, which is stainless steel. It does, as I say, it does 8 bands as far as I know, but I only use it on 4 QSL.
Yeah, QSL, yeah, well, it works good. I have you down here with a 5 and 7, 5 and 8 report. You can check it out on the live stream as well there, Trev. It seems to work really well. Yeah, propagation is good this morning and this afternoon, so I I was really wondering last week what was happening, and I bumped into a video from what's the call again now? Come on, I can say it 100 times. Oh yeah, okay. Anyway, forget about it. It will come back. My memory is not working well today. Anyway, I've had a hard weekend for the job. I'm working during the week, and I'm off during the weekend. So I'm just taking a little bit of distance from my job and chill out a little bit on the radio traffic. It's been absolutely insane how busy it is on the job. So I'm a perfumer. I do design perfumes, and I have so many customers. Just absolutely insane how many customers coming to the shop these days. So a very, very busy period. Trev, I'm running about 400, 300, 400 watts with a 2-element cubical quad antenna, and the radio is a TS480. The receiver is a SDR receiver, the SDR play RSP1A. So I'm splitting my receive and my transmit. Go ahead, over.
Golf 1 Sierra Romeo Alpha Tango receive. Yeah, actually, Kurt, I've been on the QRZ website with your name on it, and it looks very interesting pastime does that.
Yeah, I should update the link to the live stream of now, and I'll do it right now because I haven't done it. I'm a little bit too lazy today. But yeah, what do you want? It's my day off, HI. Yeah, fantastic. I'm having a blast. Normally I would be outside, but temperature fell down with 8 degrees. Yesterday was 32 over here, and today we barely hit like 24 or something like that. So it went all downhill. But yeah, it was a little bit too hot. It's too much of the good stuff. 32. With a humidity of maybe like 95%, I prefer that it's a little bit cooler and a little bit, how could I say, more comfortable to sit in. But there you are. Right now, as we speak, it's 21.5. So yeah, it's more or less 10 degrees less than yesterday. So the weather just turned around completely. But it's only the temperature. We didn't get any rain or something like that, because normally before there is a temperature drop, a huge temperature drop like this, it proceeds, or it just goes from one front to the other front with big thunderstorms. But we didn't get any of that. Back to you there, Trev. Golf 1 Sierra Romeo Alpha from O7OFF. Over.
Golf 1 Sierra Romeo Alpha Tango. Okay, well, yesterday here in the UK it was 28 degrees yesterday morning. 28 degrees centigrade, and at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon it dropped down to 16 degrees centigrade. Yes, we had rain, we've had rain this morning. At the moment it's only 13 degrees here in the UK.
Yeah, okay, QSL. Yeah, here it's 21. Wow, that's 13 degrees. That is pretty cold. It's bloody cold actually compared to 28, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, it was a nice day yesterday morning. I went shooting yesterday morning. Beautiful, and by sort of in the afternoon there were great big black clouds. And I said to my wife, I think it's going to rain, and by heck it did do all afternoon.
Yeah, QSL. Okay, I'll carry on. I'll see who is still around. Pleasure is all mine. It's great to hear you in there, Art. So very nice. Sorry, Trev. Very nice to hear you, mate. Very pleased to make the contact, and hopefully we can make a few more contacts in the future. I'm active on the lower bands more in the winter time, and the higher section of the HF band more in the summertime. So this is where I'm supposed to be around this time of the year. You take care, Trev. Pleasure is all mine. Golf 1 Sierra Romeo Alpha from O7OFF. Over.
O7OFF Golf 1 Sierra Romeo Alpha. Okay, Kurt. Well, I've plenty of time for radio. I've been retired now for 12 years, so I can play radio anytime I like. 73's all the very best, and look forward to the next time.
73's, you take care. Pleasure is all mine. God bless you and stay safe, mate. Good, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
ON7OSS, this is Kilo Delta 2, Sierra Juliet Foxtrot, over.
Kilo Delta 2 Sierra Juliet Foxtrot. How you doing, Kenneth? This is Kurt returning. Very beautiful signal from you. Beautiful audio as well. Go ahead, sir.
Roger. Good. Well, I guess good morning here. You are 5 by 10 coming in. I'm up in the Catskill Mountains in New York. We're up about 1,900 feet, and I have a 13-element log periodic pointed your direction, and you sound awesome this morning. Over.
Same on you. Absolutely fantastic. Audio is perfect. Signal is good. I'm doing a live stream, so you can even check it for yourself. I'm as we speak live streaming the QSO here. I have turned on my live stream. It's been a while. I haven't done it, but there you are. And I got your call sign in the video description as well, so you can find it back in a later stage if you don't have a computer nearby. Just type in the call sign or go to the QRZ page and click through, Ken. Fine business. What's the antenna you're running on the radio? Go ahead, Ken, over.
Running a 13-element log periodic. It's about a 38-foot boom with the long elements close to 40 feet. Over.
Yeah, okay. And what's the power?
I'm running about, let me see here, about 400 watts. Over.
Okay, yeah, QSL. Very good. Very, very good. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful signal. I'm really surprised about the propagation that we have. There's a couple of jumps that we're making to reach you, mate, because I've been talking into the UK from here, and then probably maybe 2 more hops to get into New York. I guess that's how it works, because yeah, we have the UK coming through as well at the same time, which is very unusual, especially on 20 meters. Ken, over.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, you're holding in very solid. I've been listening to your QSO here this morning for a while, and you've faded a little bit, but all in all, you've held in there really solid. Well, I just wanted to let you know that you're sounding awesome into the mountains of New York here. I wish you all the best in 73s. Over.
Yeah, QSL, thank you very much, Ken, to make the contact. I'm really pleased to make the acquaintance. I do often talk also with Kilo 2 TRD. Maybe you know this guy. He's also must be also from upstate New York, so you might know him as well. You take care, and I see you've got a nice camper with a nice antenna. I'm just looking at your QRZ page. Seems that you are doing some mobile activity as well. Is that a holster antenna?
Yeah, Roger. The van is it's a small RV, recreational vehicle. I have a Tar Heel screw antenna on it, and it runs about a 500 watt amp inside with an ICOM 7300. Over.
Yeah, QSL. And what's the amplifier? Because I'm always wondering what amplifiers people use in the mobile. I have 2 options. Either I try to get a hand on a TS480HX, which is a 200 watt, or buy myself an amplifier with one of the gear that I already have and operate 500 watts. I'm not sure if 500 to 200 watts is going to make a huge difference in the mobile, but yeah, that's one. That are the options that I have right now at my availability. Over.
Yeah, roger that. I'm running an M0ASN 500 mobile amp in the van, so it works well on a 12-volt system that I have in there. Of course, the van has a generator if I needed it. I used it a little bit on field day this weekend over here. It works pretty good. You know, it has some limitations, but it's a multi-band, so I got a lot of different places I can hop around with that antenna. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Did you ever test out the difference between, like, let's say 200 watts and 500 watts? Is there a huge difference in your humble opinion? Over.
You know, that's a really good question. It's very propagation dependent. There are times where I can turn the amp off and I don't lose much on the signal strength. Others, it seems like amp up, I can't really get through the noise level. Over. Yeah,
QSL. Yeah, that's the whole point. Sometimes that little extra power is making the difference between making it through and not making through. So yeah, thanks a lot. I really appreciate. Thanks for hopping in here. I really appreciate the contact, Ken. But beautiful sounding station you have there. So keep up the good work. Pleased to meet you, and I'm surprised you wake up early. Back to you, Ken. Kilo Delta 2 Sierra Juliet Fox ON7 OFF. Over.
Roger, ON7OSN. This is KD2SJF. It was my pleasure. Hopefully I'll get to hear you again on the net here. I'll be in and out. I'm going to go run some errands this morning here, but it's certainly been my pleasure. 73s to you and all the best. This is Kilo Delta 2 Sierra Juliet Fox Romeo.
73s. Pleasure is all mine, Ken. You take care. Kilo Delta 2 Sierra Juliet Fox ON7 OFF clear. Bye-bye. 73s. God bless you, mate.
Delta Lima 1, Romeo, Ontario, Tango.
ON7OSF, IU3QMK.
Yeah, okay. I have a Delta Lima station. Let me take the Delta Lima station because it's very unusual to hear Delta Lima right now here on 20 meters. Delta Lima 1, go ahead.
Delta Lima 1, Romeo, Oscar, Tango. Romeo, Ontario, Tango. Back to you, Kurt.
Thomas, how come you're here on 20 meter? Do I have you on the back of my beam? I guess so. Go ahead, over.
Yeah, probably you do. I've been listening to you for a while. Very strange short skip. You're 5x9 on the peak, 59 on peak with QSB, but great signal and great to hear you here. I'm near Berlin, so very short distance. Back to you, Kurt.
Yeah, QSL. I have the live stream turned on, Thomas. So that's amazing. I normally hear you on 80 meters, so I'm used to hear you on 80, but 20 that is remarkable. It's very unusual, Thomas. Over.
Yeah, it's very unusual indeed. And believe it or not, here we still have the hot temperatures you had yesterday. We still have them here. It's 30 degrees, 30 degrees, very humid. And we're supposed to get thunderstorms and lots of rain later on. So I hope it won't be too bad. And I hope the long wire antenna will stay up. Back to you.
Yeah, QSL, keep yourself safe. Don't forget to disconnect the coax cable because, you know, you might get light stuck yourself by hanging on the microphone, Thomas. Over.
Well, I tell you what, when I start hearing thunderstorm I immediately turn off the rig and I unplug everything. Back to you.
Yeah, QSL, just keep yourself safe. I'll jump on the next one because there's some kind of a small pileup. And I have you on the live stream as well. Thanks for Thomas for calling. I really appreciate it. I wanted to give a priority to you because it's very unusual to hear your heck of the woods on 20 meters. 73s, mate.
Okay, thanks so much for picking me up. And we'll listen to the live stream later on. DL1 Romeo Oscar Tango. Many thanks. Great to hear you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, mate. Dankeschön, auf Wiedersehen und wir werden einander sprechen auf 80 Meter. Delta Lima 1, Romeo Oscar Tango, and 7 OFF, we're standby.
Italy 3 stroke Kilo Hotel 7 X-ray X-ray.
Italy 3 stroke
Kilo Hotel 7 X-ray X-ray.
Kilo Hotel 7 X-ray X-ray. Thank you. I must have you on the back of the beam as well. There you go. Now I got confused because we have propagation with USA as well at the same time. So, Michael, you're confusing me. Either I have to turn the beam towards America or to Italy. Now you get me going. Go ahead, over.
Italy is fine. Italy is fine. Yes, you got the name right, Mike. And you are 5 and 9. We're just testing a portable station. We're operating portable with 3 Hawaiian hams in the motor home here. We have Kilo Hotel 7 Uniform and Kilo Hotel 6 Yankee all listening to you. 5 and 9, beautiful signal, operating portable. Go ahead.
Okay, let me just quickly turn the beam towards you. There's a little bit of distortion on your audio, but I guess you get a little bit of an RF feedback. It's not critical, but it does have how can I say, an influence for sure on the audio quality. Michael, I'm turning the beam as we speak, so ask the other guys to turn on their smartphone and type in my call sign on YouTube. Then you can listen for yourself. I'm turning the beam as we speak, so see how it improves the signal strength. Italy 3, I think it was stroke Kilo Hotel 7 X-ray X-ray, ON7 OFF. Back to you.
Okay, say again, where should we tune on YouTube?
My call sign. Type in my call sign. On 7 off. Oscar November 7. Oscar Fox Fox. Over.
ON7OFF. Yes. Okay. Very good indeed. Yeah, we have Chemo KH7U just recording the QSO, and he cannot go to ON7OFF. Very good. Well, you're 5 and 9 plus. Beautiful signal, and you have 3 stations listening to you there. In the camper, we're running the ICOM 705, a small Juma amplifier, and a dipole antenna up around 10 meters on a mast bolted to the motorhome. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, Juma. That's one of these amplifiers I'd like to have my hands on, but I don't think they sell them anymore, do they? Over.
I don't know. You're the first one to tell me. Well, I've had it for a few years. I've replaced 2 MOSFETs already, but as long as they work, they're wonderful. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL. What happened when the MOSFET blew up? Did you do something wrong?
Yes.
I know, they're sensitive. So what is the story about that one? Over.
Well, there's not much of a story. Once I was transmitting on the wrong band, and the other time I had high SWR and there was a flash, and the MOSFET was dead. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL. Is that the 188 MOSFET it uses?
Yeah, I got a Chinese replacement for it. This one right now is supposedly a little stronger. It's 18K something or other, and it's so far it's been doing okay for a year. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL. Is that running off the battery of the van, or are you stationary somewhere and you're stealing some electricity from the camping site? Over.
No, I'm not on the camping site, but it's off the battery. It's off the battery. I have 2 big batteries. They have 12 volts, 400 amps, I guess, and I'm using an inverter. Go ahead. Okay, that's an interesting setup. Yeah, because these inverters, they must be quite expensive. I think it runs off 48 volts, doesn't it? Over. No, it's 12 volts. A 12-volt inverter. It's by Victron. So I think it's a Dutch company. They're pretty good. Any additional noise generated by them, so they work fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, inside the amplifier, or the amplifier is fed with 220 volts, isn't it?
Right. Yes, and I'm connecting them to 220 volts or 230. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL. But inside the amplifier, the LD mod itself should require 48 volts. So, yeah, that was my question. So I guess that you could eventually put 4 of these batteries in series and feed the amplifier by 48 volts, but then bypassing the power supply that's inside. So you have a little bit more of an efficient setup if you do that. Over.
You're right, but I don't want to mess with the amplifiers. I just left it the way it is. But you're right. Yes, of course, one could parallel or series. Put 4 batteries in series and you have 48 volts. Right now I'm using 52.5 volts on the amp, so it's a little more than 48 volts. But you're right, that's what one could do. But it works perfectly well the way this way. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, it's a PA 1000, I guess you're running. Yeah, I try to get my hand on one of these or something that is LDMOS. I've been considering building one myself, but I'm a little bit afraid it's going to be over my head because you need some electronic experience and you need to also be able to create or to build a how could I say, cooling fan and all that kind of stuff. They have these amplifiers or these modules for sale from Greece. I have been in contact with these guys, but unless I find something that could eventually help me if I try to build it myself and it doesn't work out, to get over the different how could I say issues that I might bump into. The thing is, they're very lightweight. That is really something that is interesting for me. Is the lightweight or the weight of these amplifiers. The footprint is very small, isn't it?
Absolutely, and that's a nice thing about that's what I liked about it, and that's why I finally got one. It's 4.5 kilos, and in combination with a KX3 or an ICOM 705, that's less than an ICOM 7300 in weight, so it's very convenient. And as I said, if it's working, it's wonderful. Of course, you have to make sure the SWR isn't too high and everything, but it's an excellent combination as long as you don't stress it too much. So forgive me, I don't have your name. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Kurt, K-U-R-T, Kilo Uniform Romeo Tango, Kilo United Radio, Texas. And what amazes me is that your voice seems familiar to me. So I don't know where I get your voice from, but it seems like, or somebody stole your voice, Michael. Over.
Yeah, no, actually I live in Austria and I have an Austrian call sign, but I tried to attract your attention, and since I have two friends visiting from Hawaii, we wanted to make it the Three Musketeers. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, yeah, you are. Oh, now I remember. You sound like ON8 Echo India. Are you English, by the way, or Irish? Over.
No. I'm Austrian by birth. Austrian country boy. Go ahead.
Yeah, but why do you have a K call sign? So you live in the U.S.?
No, it's just. You can, anybody can get a U.S. call sign if you have a mailing address, so you don't have to be an American citizen. And as I said, I just used the KH7XX to attract your attention a little bit. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, it's... that's a tricky one. Yeah, that's good. That's a very good idea. Yeah, you got my attention right away. Of course, because of that. HI, I was wondering what's the American bloke doing in Italy. So my mind is all over the place right now. I'm turning my head towards Austria, to Italy, and to the United States at the same time. If I would be looking with my eyes, I would be completely blind. So because my eyes would be pointing to different directions at the same time. Go ahead.
Yes, Kurt. Yeah, right. No, it was a cheap trick. I'm sorry, but we just wanted to get to you. Anyway, let me side with you, Kurt. You have other stations calling us, and we just have a little brunch ahead of us. So wonderful to talk to you. I just put up this antenna, and we wanted to see if we can get out. The band is quiet. There's hardly anybody on. So best regards from the three of us, from KH7U, KH6YY, and myself. And Juma is a good choice. If you're very careful, and if you can get one, you will be very happy, but it's tricky. 73, thank you very much, Kurt. ON70FF from I3/KH7XX.
Yeah, QSL. Can I talk to one of these Hawaiian guys? I want to talk with them because I need to pull their ear mate over.
They're just on their way out to the food. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Because I tried to get in touch with Hawaii, and it's no way. It's just absolutely impossible to hear Hawaii from my QTH here. I don't know. They try to avoid me, HI. I'll talk to you soon, Mike. Thanks for calling, mate. I really appreciate it. I'll keep my ears open, see if when you come back and you're back in the camper, that I can make another QSO with the other guys who are dead hungry. Over.
KH6TU.
Okay, Mike, I think you're all gone. You take care and enjoy the food. So you have a fantastic dinner, and feed the dogs, mate. Feed the Kilo Hotel 7 guys. 73s, I'll talk to you soon. India 3 stroke Kilo Hotel 7 X-ray ON7 OSF clear. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Delta Lima, portable King Henry 6 Tango uniform.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Delta Lima, portable King Henry 6 Tango uniform.
King Henry 6 Tango uniform. Okay, there you are. Let me just quickly type in your call sign. What's going on? You got all the Americans coming, escaping Hawaii and the Western Coast. What's going on? Over.
Oh, I'll be here for another week and a half and go through WRTC. I assume that you're down there too. Is this Alex?
Yeah, okay. No, this is Kurt. Kilo Uniform Romeo Tango. Kilo 6 Tango uniform. Is that correct?
King Henry 6 Tango uniform.
King Henry 6 Tango uniform. That is That was, okay, King Henry 6 Tango uniform. Do I have it right now? Kilo Hotel 6 Tango uniform?
Roger.
Yeah, okay, and what's your name?
Alpha Lima Alpha November. Alan, Alpha Lima Alpha November.
So why don't I hear you guys when you're back home? What's going on? Why don't you point your antennas towards Europe? Over?
We do, but everybody else has their antennas pointed somewhere else.
Yeah, but I don't hear you, or maybe I'm sleeping when you're awake. It must be something like that, Alan. Over?
Oh, there is that. Try about dawn your time, early morning.
Yeah, but what frequency? Do you have a net, or do you have a particular frequency that all these guys in Hawaii hang around?
Yes, but it's on 20 meters, so you probably won't hear anybody there, and it's also inter-island. Very few people try to go into Europe, and it's just so difficult from over there.
Okay, so it's not from my end it's difficult. From your end it seems to be difficult too. Well, what could be the reason? Because I hear these guys from Alaska very easily, but Hawaii is so difficult. It's just like insanely difficult from here over.
Well, yes, if you can get to Alaska, you have to go another 5,000 kilometers to get to Hawaii.
It's like a blind spot, you know. You get that little spot in your eye that you cannot see. That's where all the how could I say, all these veins and all these receptors come together. That's the blind spot. From here out, Hawaii is the blind spot. Alan, over.
Well, you can't get much farther away. That's the farthest distance you can go, but unless you go down to the southern Pacific. But nonetheless, it's just a very long distance. And